Yo, what's good? It's your man Leon Ross from the Ross Boys. I want to thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, the like button, and share it with the community, man. Let the world know what we're doing, alright? Daddies Unite is a business, and it is a movement. And on this video, I need 500 likes, man. Y'all got it, man. Show us that love, you know what I'm saying? Alright? And if you won't, check out the website, get some apparel. We got a lot for you, okay? www.daddiesuniteworldwide.com. And we out. Bro, did you just walk by the video, bro? I'm not doing this takeover. That was the 57th take, bro. I'm over it, dog. Like, this is every time I come around here.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. That realness is underway. Let's talk about it. Talk about it. I want to talk about that. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about
the Ross Boys, homie.
Yo, what's good, y'all? It's your man Leon Ross from the Ross Boys, representing Daddies Unite. I am the CEO, the founder, the owner, and all of that, okay? Today we got my guy Ted, aka Positive Vibes, in the building. We're gonna talk and give y'all that real, as usual, alright? Anything you want to say to start us off, man? Updates of what's going on with you, tell the world about you.
Man, welcome back. I ain't seen you in a minute, my man.
Right.
It's been a long time. We grew up since we was in our heydays, should we say.
Before I became saved or whatever.
And all of that. Before he came saved and all that. But yeah, right now, man, just loving the fact of being a father, coaching some football, high school level, starting on my health and life insurance as well, too.
Oh, dope.
And also still promoting, you know, my queen's business, Sugar Cane Junkie, bam, bomb drinks and all.
It's good, man.
Check it out. For sure.
So what's going on, like, as far as fatherhood, man? Like, you got how many kids you got, man?
I only have one. I got a 17-year-old. So I've been through the, you know, the tough stages of what you would say the fatherhood.
Right.
Now it's just amazing just being able to see his growth.
Right.
Like 17 now. Now he's looking at dad. I'm about to go to college. What else did I do? So it's dope just being able to be there.
Right. I feel that, man. Mine is just turned 7, and he think he's 17 because the way he act, he's always around adults, and you know what I'm saying. So we talking to adults, like, you know what I'm saying, like he's an adult, and he's smart. So I get it, you know what I'm saying. But yeah, that's dope. That's dope, man. So I want to ask you, fatherhood. Let's talk about it. What does fatherhood mean to you?
Man, fatherhood means to me is like the ultimate sacrifice. Just being there when somebody else needs you. And even if they don't need you, you have to provide and show that person, that child, that young lady the way of life and being in this world. Like, it's tough, you know? So just being the ultimate sacrifice, I think that's what fatherhood is.
That's dope. Yeah. Fatherhood is definitely centered around sacrifice. If you haven't sacrificed anything yet, you will, and you should. And one thing that I've seen, you know, what a lot of parents, mothers and fathers, is they don't want to give up certain things. They want to add to, but don't want to give up nothing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They want to, like, I got a kid now, but the things that I used to do that I really enjoy, I'm going to keep doing all of them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, now you have to hone in on your child and focus on your child, so that way your child can have the thing that you didn't have.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what I've noticed, you know, with a lot of parents. And to the parents that are really great parents that fully love their child, they're going to sacrifice, you know. And a lot of times you're going to give them something that you really, really love, and something that you've been doing for many, many years because you love that child more than that, man, you know.
You gotta cut it out.
Exactly. Okay. Good old Ted, man. Hey, this drink is really good, man. I shouldn't be drinking so much of it because it's so good.
Man, it's fire. That's why you got two. You got a refill.
It's been a cool minute since we hung out, man, and
for real. And then the last time too, we did hang out. Dang, rest in peace to our boy David.
Yeah.
Gosh,
man,
it was tough. At the Daddies Unite event.
My first event, yeah, he pulled up, man, him and David, man, and our friend David passed away recently.
Yeah, who was also a father.
Yeah, also a great dad. And yeah, man, life is short, man, and that's one reason why you got to give it your all, you know. Right. You give everything your all, and if you're a dad and you really you love your kids, man, you're gonna do whatever it takes to be there for them, even if you got to go through hounding and baby mama drama, whatever the case may be. Real men are gonna go through it, and like I said previously, a lot of people, they pick and choose their battles, man. And I feel like fatherhood is not a battle you pick whether you're gonna fight or not. You have to fight, like you have to. And if you're not gonna fight, then you gotta finesse. So if you have if your kid's mother is one of those moms that, you know, you gotta do this, then you gotta just do it, bro. That's your kid. You decide to have intercourse with her.
Yeah.
Now I'm pretty sure she didn't rape you. So if that's the person you decide to have a kid with, then that's the person that you need to handle your business with, and make sure that your kid is straight, or your kids are straight. Yeah, that's how I feel about that, man. It's very tough and very touchy for me, man, because I've been through the ringer, and I have primary custody of my son now, and I'm still going through it, and I got 11 more years of having to deal with this person on this level. You know, once he gets 18, I'll still have to deal with her, but on a different level. You know,
right.
Yeah, you know, yeah. I'm not
January 4th. I love you, son. That's when you turn 18, and you know some of the stuff that Daddy been going through for 18
Bro, he
years.
is counting down. It's like
January 4th.
3 more months.
3 more months.
That is
You know what I'm saying?
hilarious.
It's been a tough battle.
So since we're on the subject, bro, what are some daily challenges that you have to go through as a dad right now?
Man, especially as a single father, just being able to make sure that my ultimate goal is, or I feel like I don't want to fail my son. A lot of people just like, okay, what do you mean? Like, I don't know exactly what all he needs every day. I'm not in his brain, but I want to be the best example every day. And I feel like sometimes I may fall short, even though he may not say that. But that's a daily battle I have within myself. Like, I want to be the best dad every day. Make sure he has no wants, no worries, and he can be a child or a young man. You know?
Right.
So that's one of my biggest things that I struggle with, is just making sure that I'm the best father I could be on a daily basis.
And you mean like by not only just providing for him,
Not only just providing for him, just teaching them certain things, being a mentor for him, showing them stuff that's going on in this world, you know, just he's watching me on everything that I do. So I got to make sure in everything that I do that I'm setting the best example.
leading by example.
Right.
Okay. And that's also for, like, you know, for dating. And
For dating, that's key. That's key. He does not see a lot of women. I do not have a lot of women around my son. I have a queen now that's the only woman that he sees, you know, besides his mother and, you know, grandmother and all that other stuff. But that, I feel like that is the ultimate respect too. You got to show him how to court, should you say, because he's watching that as well. And all these young ladies and stuff, you want to have the best example in all aspects.
Right. Right, and also, man, it's tough dating these days as well. It's tough for us to date as adults.
Right.
So it's that much harder to teach your kids how to date because everyone has changed. The generation has just switched places, and it's just all messed up right now. So women are trying to be men, and men are trying to be women. Literally. Literally. And I'm not shooting down. I'm not shooting down anybody's gender preference or love life preference. I'm not bashing anybody. Because you love who you love. But what the hardest thing for us is, you know, as men who are, you know, straight and raising straight children, straight men, straight straight kids, straight boys, straight women. It's tough. It's tough to teach them because they hear from us, and then they see, like, well, if that's the way it's supposed to be, then why are they doing this? And then, you know, I just found out, I'm not gonna say no names, but I just found out that one of my cousins, and he's always been a ladies' man. He's always been a player, but 2 of his boys are gay, and he has a lot of kids. So I'm just like, I don't understand. I personally never understood how it happens. I don't know. I don't understand it.
Right.
I'm not knocking it. I'm just.
That's a touchy subject.
Yeah, it's a touchy subject for both sides. So for the people who are homosexual and the people who are not, it's touchy. Because we're learning. I like to learn about everything. I like to learn about politics. I'm learning about what's going on with Ice Cube right now. I love to learn. You know what I'm saying?
Alone, though.
Yeah, leave Ice Cube alone. But yeah, I'm all about learning, man. So if I don't understand something, I want to learn about it. That way, when my son asks me questions, Dad, why do that happen? Why is he doing that with him? And I'm like, because he's this. Well, how does that happen? Or why? Like, it's just. it's a lot, you know. It's a lot, and I don't want to sit there and like just say anything because then he find out something else and be like, Dad, you lied to me, and that's not what I'm about. I have a pact with my son that we're not gonna lie to each other for no reason, no matter how severe it is. So yeah, so it's just, you know, for back to you saying, you know, setting the standard for your son, how to treat women, because a lot of women don't want to be treated like our mothers and aunties and grandmothers used to want to get treated like.
Right, but I still do that. I still open the doors for my lady. She don't touch the door. And if she do open the door, then she touches the door for the rest of the day. You know what I'm saying? Because I still think, like, I believe in that. There's no way she's going to touch a door if I'm standing right there. You know, I still do the little things. I bring her flowers just on occasion. They might not say that they like it. They love that stuff.
Right, right.
They love that stuff. And you still should show them, even if you have them, because there's somebody still out always trying to get them.
Right.
So.
Right. That's real, and that's the thing. I feel like we have to retrain women how to be, not how to be women, but how to be treated like women.
Right.
You know, because there's so many women who are easy, so many women who, you know, just OnlyFans, so many women who are just freely giving it away. And I'm not telling you not to have sex. That's natural, but what I am saying is you have to carry yourself like a woman if you want to be treated like a woman.
Right.
And the same thing for men. If you want to be treated like a man,
You gotta act like one.
you got to do, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's doing real man business. And I respect that, man. And for me, I'm the same way. My family's from Texas, from Rosenberg, Houston area. And, you know, both my grandfathers are preachers, pastors before they passed. And they were, you know, neither one of my grandmothers worked. They just took care of the 9 children and the 11 children. So I got 19. My mom and I had 19 uncles and aunties. Some have passed, of course. But yeah, like, I was really raised with Southern hospitality and really being a man and teaching your kids. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And for me, you know, since we're on dating, for me, it's a little more difficult because my son, he sees me with women all the time, but not like I just smashed or
but you're
I'm
around
dating,
women.
but I'm around women because I'm an actor. He's around women because he's an actor. So we're always shooting a sketch for YouTube, or we're always on set of a TV show or a movie or whatever we're working on. We're around women, and I am a ladies' man, so I do speak to women, you know, with smoothness or however you want to say it. So my son picks up on that. And as of late, I don't know how. Well, I know how he got it. He got it from me, but
Get it from the pop.
right? He got it from me, but I didn't sit there and be like, "Hey, bro, I like women with ass." You know what I'm saying? Like, because like we'll be shooting, and he'll say, because all we do is shoot with pretty girls for the most part, right?
Yeah.
And he'll be like, "Dad, she has a big butt." I'm like, bro.
Oh, snap.
Like, bro, you are 7 years old, my guy.
Well,
like,
wait till he gets 17. Then you get the conversations I be getting.
I know.
It's like sometimes he's talking. Like, he's talking to his friends. His friends be telling me. Like, that's what I love about being a dad too. Like, I feel like I have more than one child, even though I only have one child.
Right.
So his friends are like my kids. You know what I'm saying? So they tell me everything, and their conversations, like, I see what you're talking about. Oh, Dad, you like girls with big butts? You know, oh, Dad, well, you know, we smashed some chicks. Like, whoa, wait a minute.
Right.
You guys have protection? Like, I know it's gonna happen. I know it's gonna happen. I mean, a handsome young man, he get it from his pops.
Right.
Just want to make sure it's safe. But yeah, the conversations, you gotta have that openness with your kids. Just trying to make sure that, you know, you can be the best example every day, and being able to provide in all aspects.
Right. Being able to provide and lead and set by example. That's tough. It's a struggle from all aspects of life. And for me, it's harder for me because my kid is younger. All your bricks have been built for the most part.
Yeah.
For me, I'm still getting that stage where I'm still trying to build those bricks for my son, because my son is a lot younger. And my son is he's easily influenced, of course, but he likes what he likes. But one thing I will say is he's starting to see things for himself. He has his own mind. He knows daddy is like this, mommy is like this. They both love me. But, you know, it's still hard because he can't, you know, when he wants to see one, he can't. It's like that stage, that's the stage I'm at. That's like the biggest challenge right now, is keeping him entertained and focused and having fun like a kid is supposed to at the age of 7, all while all his favorite things have been shut down for practically 7 months.
Man.
You know, like usually we'll go, it's so tough. So it's to the point where I have to buy him an Xbox. So now he has an Xbox, but I don't really play games, and it's distracting to me. If I do play, if I start playing, I'm gonna be like, all right, I'm gonna play again. All right,
keep playing game after game after game.
Exactly, and I want to be working on my brand, working on my comedy, working on my acting, my music. You know, some of the things I want to do. And video games that he loved to play a lot, and they hit him with the dad. You don't want to play with your son? It's like, okay, now I gotta play NBA 2K21 with him because he wants to play with dad. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
that bonding time.
Right. So on top of it being quarantined for the most part, because even though we're not on lockdown, a lot of us are still quarantined. Right. A lot of us are still staying with people. You know, for the most part, large crowds, parties, etc. So not only do he can't go out and have fun, do things that he want to do. He can't even really go to the park a lot now because it's so hot. It's so hot. And he wants to play baseball, wants to play basketball. I'm like, bro, it's 105 degrees today, bro. You're not about to play basketball, football, or baseball in the sun. Like, and I'm not going to do it because I'm going to be one playing with you. You know what I'm saying? And then people will come by, they walking by, and they want to play with. I'm like, you're not about to be playing basketball, no, because I don't know what they got. You know what I'm saying? Or where they been. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's just that's my daily challenge as of right now, is just keeping him entertained. Like, he's good on the academic aspect because he loves to do schoolwork, homework. He loves to learn on his own. Like, even out of school,
that's great.
He loved. I didn't.
I sure didn't.
I was too busy game banging, you know what I'm saying? It's throughout school. But even though I was doing that, I still had good grades because my mom didn't play that. Yeah. So I was always smart. I just didn't
really apply it.
I didn't apply it to the hood side. You know what I'm saying? When I was in school, I was learning. But then recess and PE and stuff, I was hanging with the homies and making sure the homies knew I was cool, you know what I'm saying? And not a square. Like, that was my vision. You know, that was life in school. But for my son, it gets tough because he gets bored all the time, and I got to continuously try new things, try to reinvent new things for him to do to where he actually likes it and he's not complaining like, Dad, I want to go. Dad, Chuck E. Cheese is opening up again, because you see the commercial. Like, no, it's not opening up again. It's not opening up again. He said, but the commercial, yeah, like, sorry, buddy. You know what I'm saying? So that's a daily challenge for me, and it's really a challenge.
Most definitely.
For sure.
Keeping a 7-year-old entertained all day, every day is tough.
Right, and being in the house. We've been in the house most of the time. If we're not out shooting somewhere, we're in the house. If we're not, going out traveling somewhere to a friend's house in Oakland, or if we're not moving like that, we're in the house. Yeah. By the fan, by the air conditioner. Like,
well, you got to. Yeah, 105 degrees. If not, you're gonna melt.
Right. So maybe in the next, but it's October now, but it's still
105 degrees.
Right. So it's like,
we don't know.
Right. We don't know.
We don't know.
So what I was gonna say is, so what are some adversities you have to overcome to become a dad, to get to the level of fatherhood that you're at now? Like, what did you have to overcome? What did you have to go through?
My gosh, man. Like, when you were speaking about it earlier, man, the challenges of overcoming his mom. She used to hold him back from me. Used to call, like, if I didn't buy him an outfit or give her money, I wouldn't be able to get my son type stuff, bro. If I had my lady at the time in the car to go pick him up, even though she's not in the house, she's in the car, you know what I'm saying? I didn't bring her to the apartment, I didn't bring her to the house, nothing like that. I couldn't get my son. Yeah, bro, if I didn't do what she wanted to be done, I would not have my son. Like, that's the type of stuff. Like, she would call my mom's house, disrespecting moms, and that's the no-go. You feel me? That's off top, that's a no-go. So I tried to react, and she tried to hold it against me. Well, you're not getting your son this week. And tell my son, oh, your dad doesn't love you. He said he didn't come pick you up. You know what I'm saying? Try to flip it on me. Yeah, bro. And this happened for years. The one thing that really crushed me was 6th grade promotion for him. because he kept calling me, Dad, you coming, you coming. I was in college at the time. So I had to make a way, so fly down, buy a ticket, all that stuff, right? His promotion was on a Wednesday is what she told me. I fly down here, but since I didn't give her the money to the outfit, the promotion was actually on Tuesday. And she took pictures and posted everything up on Facebook. So when I wake up, this is Wednesday morning, I'm seeing all these pictures. I'm getting ready to go to the promotion. The promotion was yesterday. See, if you would have gave me money, then you would have been at the promotion. And my son was hurt. Like, Dad, you didn't show up, and that crushed me because she kept doing this to me. She kept doing that, kept holding him back. But now he started to see it, he started turning 12, 13. He was like, okay, where's my dad? Like, every time I call him, he always says he's on the way. But when you talk to him, like, you guys are arguing, what's going on? What are you doing? Like, that used to crush him. But now I have him, and it's the biggest blessing, just being able to see him every morning. Like, I just want to jump on him. He's 17. He's bigger than me. He's 6'3".
Right.
You know what I'm saying? 6'3", 6'4", big old giant, 210 pounds, like muscle. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Spinning image of me, but it's just so dope to be able to actually, because I put this in fruition many of years ago when I was going through, the ups and downs, the trials and tribulations of his mom. It wasn't until I think 9th grade when it crushed me. Like, he said something. I have him full time now. I've had him full time since his 8th grade year. So 8th grade, like when I first got him, he was still in between the stage of daddy and mommy. Which he knew the capabilities of me, but then I want to go to my mom's. So I told him, yeah, you got to study Spanish. You're gonna learn Spanish in high school. We're gonna get a jump on that. We're gonna have you do this. You got to do this for 2 hours a day. Oh, my mom didn't have to do. I'm gonna go back with my mom. Boy, I flipped script. And I know I wasn't supposed to, but I let him go. And I let him know. I was like, look, man, I'm trying everything not to put this hole in this wall, but let me sit you down and just tell you everything that's going on. There's a reason why you cried in 6th grade promotion, your mom held this away from you. You know what I'm saying? The reason why I didn't come see you that time is because your mom said I didn't give her money to come see you. You praised me and you wanted to go to your mom so bad, well, she was holding me back. And I don't speak bad about your mom. You never heard me talk back about your mom. But all the stuff she's done to me. And in 17 years, I haven't said nothing that he's heard, because he doesn't need to hear that.
Right.
We, like you said, we made the decision. We had a child together. There's no need for me to badmouth her for what. What does that accomplish?
Right.
It kind of makes you look like the dickhead, if you want to be honest.
It makes you the bad guy, even if you've been the victim the whole time.
Because you're putting down the person that you had a child with. That's his mother, I'm his father. So if we're putting each other down, it doesn't make no sense for him, and that's gonna make him all messed up when he gets older. He ain't gonna know who to trust, who really loves him, he doesn't know what's going on. But that time I had to break down and let him know everything, like this, and this. Your mother's not a bad person, you better not disrespect your mom to this day. But I want you to know why I wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? And it took everything. I cried, I held him. I was like, but I never, not one time, I've been through the military and all, there was not a thought that you were not around, You were the reason why I came back. Okay, I gotta get back to my son. So that has been the biggest thing, just overcoming the obstacles that his mom has been throwing at me since he came out the womb.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Man. That is an adversity, bro.
Court and all.
Yeah. So you got him full time through court.
No, I got him full time because now he's old enough. Yeah, we went through court to go through the whole debate, but now he's at an age where he's able to decide. Now it's just like, okay, my dad, my uncles, I'm always hanging out with my dad, my grandma, and then my dad said, I want to go with my dad. She called me and she was like, well, he said he wants to go with you. I'm not able to hold him back no more. Woo. Man, I hate speaking on it, but he hasn't seen his mom in 2 years. She lives in California. Last time he seen his mom, I think it was like 2 Mother's Day ago, and I brought him to her. Still with everything, I don't care. You still need to see your child. He's a senior now in high school. When are you going to see him? You haven't seen none of his high school sports. He plays 3 sports in high school. He holds a 3.0 GPA, and you have not seen him. What are you doing? You're in California. You haven't seen your child. He's about to graduate. What are you going to do, pop up on graduation? I'm not allowing that.
Oh, man.
Not allowing that.
So it's, ooh. everybody's different, man. I feel, you know, we're all raised different, so we all hold different values and morals and, you know, principles. And your situation is quite like mine. So my son hasn't seen his mom since quarantine started. Now, granted, I've been a big part of why, simply because of everything going on.
Right.
My mom stays with me. She's old, retired, and she moved in so she could help me with my son, because I did have him primarily. So whenever I have to travel for work or whatever I have to do, she's there to make sure he's Gucci, right?
Right.
So now that quarantine has happened, you know, or, you know, the virus and everything, and older people or, you know, a high risk category. My mom is high risk category. She has a lot of medical issues. So I'm like, I'm not about to send you nowhere and you gonna bring something back.
Yeah, and then you're gonna bring it
to my mom. So she totally understands that, but at the same time, it doesn't mean just because you can't, you know, we had a court order, even though he's with me primarily legally, she still has a day during the week with him, and she still has every other weekend for the most part. First, third, and fifth weekend of the month, but she still hasn't seen him at all for those 7 months. I couldn't go a month without seeing my. I couldn't go weeks without seeing my son.
And we in the same state.
Yeah,
in the same city.
Yeah, exactly. So the thing is, it's like I kind of feel, and this is not what she's saying. I'm not putting her down, but I kind of feel like, well, if I can't get him like I'm supposed to get him,
I don't
then.
want him at all.
That's not. I'm not saying that's what she's saying. I'm not saying that's her vibe, but you'll sit there and argue with me about, you know, why can't we go back to the court order? You know, why can't we do these days? You know, why can't we get them every other weekend and Monday during the week? Well, because we have to be involved. Like, we had a set to where the judge had a set to where we go to school. I drop him off at school. She pick him up. She drop him off. I pick him up. We don't have to. We don't have to argue.
No,
we don't have to talk about nothing. We got to see each other.
Right.
All we got to do is send me a message. Don't talk to parents and say I'm not able to pick him up, or I am gonna pick him up.
Yeah.
That's it. And I'll be like, okay, thank you. Okay, thank you.
Okay, I'll go get him. I'll make it right.
Okay, I'll go get him. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Easy communication. No reason to argue.
Indeed.
You know what I'm saying? Now it's like he's not in school, so that means that anytime we switch him, I gotta drive to you, or you gotta drive to me. On top of that, you still haven't given me an address to where you live. And I don't know, me personally, I don't know any mother who would give their child to the father and she not have an address. I don't know any mother.
I don't know that either.
I don't know any mother that would give her son or daughter to the child's father and she not know an address, an accurate address to where the kids are gonna be. So I'm keeping that same energy.
Yeah.
Keeping that same energy. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, 7 months, regardless of that says
everything.
you gotta, me personally, I'm pulling up. I know I'm pulling up.
Yeah.
Come downstairs, Lorenzo. I want to see my.
I want to see my.
I want to see my.
I mean, 7 months. And
I want to see my. That's just
I've
me.
been pulling up.
That's just
you
me.
about to go to the park? Cool.
Right.
At that park.
Regardless of, and the thing is, I invited his birthday was September 8th, and I had invited her prior to, and I was like, hey, you know, his birthday is coming up. He hasn't seen you. He has 2 siblings. His older brother is in high school. I think he's a sophomore now. And he moved out of his mom's house and moved to the Bay Area with his sister's mom. Me personally, I don't know any kid that would leave their mom to live with somebody else's mom.
That's something going on with the mom. Especially
me personally,
because I mean, I'm a mama's boy.
I'm a mama. He's a mama's boy. Like he was my son before my son was born.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you know, I know you don't see him that often because you live in Pasadena area. He's in Oakland, so I know you can't see him that much. So it's just like, you know, the youngest daughter, you know, lives with her. She's only like 4 now, 5 maybe, 4 I think. But it's like, you know, you should be able to, you can see the what do you call it? The pattern. There you go. You have the older son that don't live with you. He moved out on his own.
Yeah,
for whatever reason you say.
The middle child don't live with you.
The middle child's with me, and then the daughter is between you and the father. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, no matter what, the judge is gonna see. The judge is like, okay, I understand, but yeah, it doesn't look right. On paper, it don't look right. And no matter what you say, unless you put them out. It don't make sense. It don't make sense. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, at the end of the day, you know, once things open back up and they try to go take me to court and say I haven't seen my son in 7 months, why haven't you seen him in 7 months? There's like, you ain't left no messages on talk. You ain't did nothing to say I need to see my son.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You can.
Where's your effort?
Right. Yeah, you can see him. I don't mind you seeing him, but as far as you taking him and I don't know where you're going with him.
I don't have no address.
Right. And on top of that, he's already giving me complaints saying that, you know, that you've been, you know, to when you picked him up, you dropped him off at somebody else's house and picked him up in the morning, like, and that person I don't even know. So it's like,
somebody else.
All because she didn't want to tell me that she couldn't get him because she had something to do. Because if on paper,
stay with me.
All because if she tell me she's not able to get him, she think I'm gonna use it against her in court. Or she wasn't able to pick him up. She wasn't able to pick him up. So instead of you being real with his father and saying, I got something to do. I can't. Cover me. Instead of you saying that is, if I tell him I can't get him, then he gonna use it against me in court. So I'm gonna just get him and then take him to my friend's house and then pick him up in the morning and take him to school. Like, that makes no sense.
Makes no sense.
If something would have happened to him, I would have been talking to somebody would have called me who I don't even know and say, your son over here. Like, when you only got him one day during the week. All you have to do is say, can you get him? I get him on the weekend when I can get him. Like, and that's why I'm not breaking my neck for you to see him now, because you do stuff like this to where, like, it makes me like, come on, man. If something happens to my son while he's with you, I'm going to jail.
Yeah,
I'm not even gonna lie to you. If something happened to my son while he's with you, I'm going to jail
it's not even a question.
For whatever reason. For whatever reason, if my son gone, I'm going too.
Right.
Period. That's just me. So it's like, well, just be honest with me, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not afraid to go to jail because I'm being a good dad. I'm not afraid. If I'm taking care of my son and I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, if I gotta go to jail for taking care of my son, protecting my son, I gotta do it. Yeah. I'm not worried about it. But it's like, you know, things like that. That's something that's a daily challenge for me. And you know, as far as adversities I had to overcome, that's one of the biggest. Is just like understanding who I'm dealing with.
Right. That is huge.
Understanding the person I'm dealing with.
Right.
You know,
right.
we as fathers, we have to understand who our kid's mother is.
Yeah. That is
whether she's an outstanding mother or not a good so mother. Yeah. Whether she's a great mother to our kid and just hard with us. You know what I'm saying? There are mothers who are great mothers and just
bad in relationships.
Just bad in relationships and bad in communication and bad in co-parenting.
Right.
But there are a lot of great mothers who are great with their kids. Just give dads hell.
Yes.
And then there's mothers who give dads hell and are not good mothers.
They're horrible.
You know what I'm saying? And it's all everybody's different. Yeah, it's the same thing for dads. So it's like, you know, and I understand why our dads are not involved in their kids' life because they don't know how to be, and they're just not. They didn't come from. You know what I'm saying? They come from a long list of not taking care of business. So it's like my dad didn't take care of my grandpa didn't take care of my dad didn't take care of me, I didn't take care of my son, and there's people like that, and then there's some men that's like, you know what, like for me, my dad wasn't there, so I'm like, nigga, there's no way I'm not gonna be there.
Yeah.
I'm breaking this family curse right now.
Like my son is 24/7.
Yeah, like regardless. So, you know, it's tough having my son full time. You know, like anything else that you a business or job, anything is you do anything full time.
It's really worth it. It's gonna be tough.
Anything you do full time is gonna be tough.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it's not gonna be enjoyable, but it's gonna be tough. And a man is gonna deal with tough.
Mm-hmm.
A man, you know, there's a lot of men, you know, or grown adults or grown boys who just like, you know, like yeah. They like, you know, it's like, man, I want to, man, but man.
But
right. And you know what? And this is totally off topic, but I want to talk about it. I want to talk about it because this is something that I've learned, right? From experience. Like a lot of women be like, oh my God, you're such a great dad. Oh my God, you're handsome. Oh my God. But I'm still single. But then it's like dads who are handsome like myself, got this stuff going, but in relationships. And it's like a lot of those dads are maybe not per se deadbeats. A lot of them are. They might not be deadbeats, but there are a lot of guys who are weekend dads or see their kids every so often, and women are happy with it. They're happy. Like, he got all this time for me.
Yeah.
All this time for me. And
you
it's
don't
like,
spend no time with his
yeah. But then there's men like myself, like I've been turned down by women plenty of times because, oh my God, you don't have no time for me. You don't have time for me. And then they go to the nigga who don't take care of their kid, who has all the time in the world for them. It's
and then they be upset though afterwards.
Yeah.
Because they end up like getting
And then
it's in a shitty relationship. The relationship be bad.
And then what kills me is they have kids with the nigga who don't take care of their kids. That's one thing women turn down the nigga who take care of their kids because they don't have time for them like they prefer, and then they go date a man who don't take care of their kids and have a kid with them, and then they break up and you don't take care of that kid. And then they complain and they say, oh, these dudes ain't but you had the dude that was something, and you complained because he was focused on his kid. His kid was his priority, which it should be.
Right.
It just baffles me, man.
There's a lot of women that don't recognize it good.
Right.
Too, though.
Right, and they go into the friend zone.
Yeah. Their friends are, oh, he's too nice.
Yeah, he's too nice.
He's too much of a sweetheart.
Yes,
I'm gonna get this rough neck dude that's gonna go upside my head once a week. You know what I'm saying? Not the dude that's opening doors for me. That's too soft. I can open my own door.
Right. I can do it myself. I'm independent. I can buy my own. I don't need flowers. I can buy my own flowers.
Yeah.
I don't like the flowers you buy me, but I like these flowers. I want these from my...
And that's why you're independently single.
Right, bro. And it's, I don't know, I can speak on so much, bro, but I'm gonna get back on topic because we'll be here all day. Talking about stuff that I don't understand. Like I told you before, I want to understand these things. Like I want to know why it's like that. And it doesn't, no matter what woman come and explain it, no matter what woman would agree come and explain it, I'm not gonna understand it. No. It doesn't make sense.
Because it keep happening.
Right. And I believe it's because of our generation. The influence on our generation is so powerful. It is so powerful, and it's basically nigga don't be shit. Nigga don't be shit. Black man don't be shit. Black woman don't be shit. Black man don't be shit. Like that's what they want, and a lot of our people are, I ain't gonna be shit. I'm gonna go in and get this free government money. I'm gonna go and get this. I'm gonna go and cheat the system. I'm gonna go in and do this.
Right, not working for nothing.
Yeah, man.
Not working for nothing.
Right. I'm gonna just milk it. I'm gonna just milk it. And it's like, eventually, man, you can run out of milk. You gonna run out of milk, man. It's tough. It's tough, man. I'm asking you this next question, though, man. Like we over here on the road, like
we going all the way in. We talking about every subject possible.
All right, look. You touched on this briefly. You mentioned it. How much should your kid know about what's going on between you and their mother? And what do you do to either prevent that, or how do you bring the information to them?
Well, I think it all depends upon the relationship that you guys all have, first of all, because you cannot say nothing to your child. Maybe you may not say nothing, but your mom, the mother may say something, to the child. So that's something that I struggle with, because I can say stuff, may not say nothing, but his mom may tell him everything. You know what I'm saying? Or vice versa. Not putting down moms. I'm just using my child as an example. But that's the tough part for me, because I try to tell my son the most important things. I don't try to tell him everything, because there's sometimes some things a child just doesn't need to know.
Right.
But I can't prevent his mom from telling him everything.
Right.
Or whatever she wants to tell him.
Right.
So that's just my biggest thing.
Right. And that could be. It could be tough, because if she does tell him, and he's like, well, my mom said this thing, he'd be like, man, I should have just told you.
Yeah, I should have told you. Or why did she tell you that?
Yeah, right.
You don't need to know that.
And it kind of makes you feel like, man, I should just go in and tell you, but like, nah, I'm gonna still continue to be the light. I'm gonna still continue to be
the positive
parent, the parent that leads by example, even if the other parent is being petty or selfish or whatever situation may be. But it definitely gets tough. It definitely gets tough, because our kids are sponges. They want to learn different things, even if it's about their parents.
They want to learn their parents.
They want to learn
their parents.
Yeah, because they want to understand, why aren't our parents together? Why are our parents? Why is my dad over here? Why is my mom over there?
Yeah.
And why are they fighting? And why are they? I feel like they can sense when we're withholding information. Like we go pick them up. we just had an argument, full-blown argument with the parent, and we go pick them up, and our energy is off.
Oh yeah, they're gonna feel that.
So they're like, okay,
yeah, they feel
this
that.
is not my dad, or this is not my mom. My mom was always happy. My dad's always happy.
What's wrong with you guys?
But when they pick me up, they're mad or sad or frustrated. Is it because of me?
Yeah.
Did I do something?
Wow,
and then that's
powerful.
what kids start blaming themselves. And sad to say, a lot of kids commit suicide, you know what I'm saying? Because
that is so
they
true.
go with their dad mad. They go with their mom, they dad mad. It's like, why are they always mad? And because when y'all are mad and I'm with y'all now, I'm mad or I'm sad or I'm wondering, and then when I ask y'all what's wrong, nothing. And now it's like, now I feel like you mad at me because I'm with you. You want me to go back with my dad? You want me to go back with my mom? Like,
Yeah, where am I gonna go?
Like,
Now you guys are both mad.
Right.
Like,
It's like if I go with my mom, he's mad. If I go with my dad, he's mad. And they take the anger out on me. Like, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to snap at you. It's just your mom. I didn't mean to snap at you. It's just your dad. I didn't mean to. It's just like, damn. I'm only 9 years old. When am I going to be able to feel like a kid, feel love? Why, when I get in the car with you, I'm not getting, oh, Dad, I miss you. Oh, Mom, I miss you. Why am I not getting love when I go from one household to the next? Instead, it's go to your room. I need space. I need time to think. Go do that. Go do that. You send me off here. You send me off over there instead of, let's go get some ice cream. Let's go. Instead of I'm getting good vibes when I go with you, I'm getting bad vibes all the time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Really feel that. They
Right.
really
Kids
feel
feel that more than we know.
They really feel that.
More than we know, and
Right.
and the more that we don't tell them, the worse it gets.
Yes.
The worse it gets for them because they want to learn so much, but you won't teach them.
Yes. That's very true, man. Wow. That's crazy, because being a football coach, I deal with so many kids, you know, and you said it, and I have a lot of kids that come to me, which is dope. I just been a blessing. Like, oh man, you know, I wish, you know, my dad would talk to me or be around like you are with your son, you know what I'm saying? But I'm like, hey man, I'm here, you know, I'm here, what you want to do? Like, it's cool just being out to be able to give back, even if they're not my kids. I feel like they're my kids.
Right. And that's what real. That's real man shit. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of great fathers don't just stop at their kid. You know what I'm saying? Like they love their kids' friends. They love other kids because they can see their kid in other kids, other kids in their kids. And this is like it's a natural love that good mothers have, that good dads have. It's a natural love. It's not forced. As a parent, you know, it never ends, man. It never ends. We'll go to the grocery store. Like today, I was at I was at Ralph's. Cause I do this green juicing thing, so I make my own green juice with my son, and we just be killing it, right? You know what I'm saying? I lost a lot of weight just drinking green juice. So I was at Ralph's getting, you know, supplies, green supplies, and a white guy was like, I love your shirt. And I'm like, here, it's a business card, bam. And then he was like, like he was almost, I wouldn't expect it. I just thought that, you know, I like the shirt. I didn't know it was your business, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm ready for all that, right? And then he was sitting there telling me about his daughter. His daughter's going to college, and I was in a rush because I had to go shopping. And then I heard to get ready and come here. But you know, I had a quick little conversation with him. He was saying about his kid. I'm like, oh yeah, well my kid is like, you know what I'm saying? We had a bro moment. You know what I'm saying? And it was very brief, but it's just like, you know, as a dad, it's like you love to talk about your kid. You know what I'm saying? You love to find out information that can help your kid and other kids, you know what I'm saying? Because you're not just a kid you're not a parent just to your kid. You're a parent to your community, man. Yes. And those are the best parents. The parents that are not only about their kid, but people who just love kids. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I see myself, and that's how I see you, just by you being a coach and you know what I'm saying, you mentoring other kids without that being your job title, but you're doing that because you love kids. Genuine. And you love, it's a genuine thing, and that's, I feel like we make not the best parents, but we are the best parents because we're mentoring to, you know what I'm saying, to community. We want the community to get better. You know what I'm saying? We want kids to be, you know what I'm saying?
Kids.
Yeah.
Kids to have the way that we grew up, like having some fun out there. Right. They're not having that these days. It's too much.
Yeah.
Too much crazy stuff, man.
Yeah.
Too much.
And I feel like, you know, a lot of parents shelter their kids, and it's like the only thing about that is, you know, your kids are gonna learn it either way.
They're gonna find out
They're
from
gonna
somebody
experience.
else.
They're gonna experience it either way.
Yeah.
So I'd rather my kid, learn from me instead of learning from somewhere else. And I'm like, where you get that from? I know he got it from me. Like when I talked about earlier about the ass, I'm like, I know he got it from me.
That's dad.
I'm cool. I mean,
That's dad.
I know he got that from me. So if I ever hear him say something about a wee-wee, I'm like, you didn't get that from me, nigga. What the fuck? Bro, what's up, nigga? Talk to me. You know what I'm saying? So I know what I teach my son, so I know if he brings some home,
You'll tell right off top.
right, I'm like, where you get that from? Because in this house, we don't move like that. We don't talk like that. We don't act like that. We 100 with our shit here. So where's that energy coming from?
Right.
And why? So yeah, it's important, man. Like, I feel like you gotta continue to teach your kids different things, and sometimes you gotta teach them things you might think they're not ready to learn.
Right. Yeah.
Sometimes we gotta teach our kids things that we don't think that they're ready to learn. And I ain't talking about sex.
No. That's important too.
I'm not talking about, like, at the age of 7, I wouldn't teach my son about condoms. I wouldn't. But there's different things that I can't teach him about. Racism. So if he's at school and a kid say something to him, or an adult says something to him that may be a racial slur or something that represents that, he'll understand. And he'll be able to let me know, like, Dad, this teacher said this because I'm this. I'm like, I'm glad you know that. So let's go handle this.
Yeah.
Let's go handle this.
Let's go talk to him.
Let's go nip this in the bud right now if I have to knock somebody out, son.
Straight up and
You know what
down.
I'm saying? And that way I know that if my son knocks somebody out, I'm like, okay, I know why.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it, he's good. I'll be there in a minute. I know why he beat that boy up, because he already told me that this kid said this about him, or this about his dad, or this about his black dad, or this because of that. Whatever the situation may be, my son already told me about it, because I already told him about how we're viewed.
Yeah.
Although you're mixed, you're Spanish, German, and black. You cover three different spectrums. You know what I'm saying? Your mom is Spanish and German, your dad is black. And so if somebody says something offensive to you from any one of those three, you know why.
Yeah.
So handle your business, son. You know what I'm saying? I don't promote violence, but at some point you gotta beat some kids up. You do. And I'm not gonna sit there and say no fighting, no. I'm not saying don't start nothing, but sometimes you gotta make an example. Like me personally, I was bullied as a kid. I was bullied my early years of elementary, because I'm still short. I'm 5'9". I'm short for a man. As 2020 women say, I'm short for a man.
We're all the same height when we land.
Right, exactly. As far as what 2020 women say, I'm short for a man, but when I was a kid, I was short for a kid. So kids, and I'm from Compton, so before I even got to the hood stage of me, I was just at that stage where I was just filled with love, because I got love from my mom, my grandparents, my uncles, aunties, my family. Just love. They only taught me love. I didn't know what hate was. I didn't know what disrespect was. All I knew was love. So when people push me, I'm like, oh, you want to play? And it's like, nah, this nigga ain't got no dad. You know what I'm saying? He hates you because he see your dad here. You know what I'm saying? Like you know what I'm saying?
Like,
That's those type of And so for my son, I'm in my son's school every day. You know what I'm saying? Talk to teachers or whatever I can do. Everybody at that school, all the teachers, all the staff know who my son is. So by the time you get to their grade, I finally got you. They gonna, where's your dad? They gonna know. This school know me. They already know me, so they know ain't no foolishness about to go on with my son, because it'll be a problem. Like, I'm here.
And that's why I came and coach at his school.
Right, like, yeah, so everybody know.
Everybody knows.
Coach T is, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Coach T, man, this don't play.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, and I feel like that's important, man. That's important for people to identify your son as a son with a dad.
Yeah.
And that's one thing, that's one reason why I started the movement, because people need to know how important dads are, and how you're viewed when your dad is present. Like, people are not gonna be scared. Even if your mom is ghetto, people ain't really gonna be scared of your mom.
No, always.
No matter how ghetto, no matter how and all that is,
okay.
ain't nobody really gonna be scared of the mom. To be brutally honest, you know what I'm saying? But when you got a dad there, it's like, okay, he has a man at home, you know what I'm saying? And he's been taught something, and that something might not be good for my agenda, or how I view his kind, or whatever situation may be. Yeah, but he has a strong man at home. It's like, okay, I envy that because I don't have a dad. And I be telling my son that, like, you gotta stop bragging so much. Like, I'm an actor. I did this commercial, like, stop telling people your business because
they're gonna use that against you.
Yeah,
they're gonna use that as hate, not love.
Yeah,
not everybody
like,
wants to see you happy.
Yeah, and then it's like you coming off bragging. I mean, nobody wants to hear. Nope, I don't want to hear. Like, I kind of come to you, hey, my nigga, I just booked them over. You be like, nigga, can you say hi first, nigga? Like, God, like, bro,
what's good with you?
Yeah, like, how you doing? Like, are you doing good? Okay, if you doing good, let me tell you, like, I'm doing good too. Then you can, but you just motherfucker be having a bad day. Hey, my nigga, I just booked. Like, come on, bro. Like, I ain't hating on you, bro. But
right now,
like, yeah, like, I'm having a shit day, bro. I'm happy for you, bro. But I'm not gonna be able to give you the love that you want to receive from your good news. If I'm like, check on me first, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying. So I be telling my son, like, you can't be just telling everybody. My dad this, my, like, stop telling your business. Like, you know what I'm saying? Even now at Zoom school, you know, the teacher wanted, because since the kids ain't physically there, they want them to participate and talk a lot. Right, but they want to pick the kids' brain. They want to see how they are at home. They want to see what's going on with the kids at home, since they not physically able to talk to them in class. A teacher's job is to make sure the students are healthy, happy, safe. That's the teacher's job. So since they can't do that in the physical form, where the kids are in class and they are able to be free and just talk about everything, they want to pick their brains in Zoom school. You know what I'm saying? So like in the beginning segment of my son's class, so how was your guys' day? What's going on? And the kids just be, and I'm like, I mean, ain't nothing going on bad. I just don't talk about me. Don't talk about your household. Like, don't talk about our business. It's our business. Talk about school. You're in school. Talk about school. You know you're good. I know you're good. But don't sit there and just talk about like, I just shot this commercial. I've been filming with my dad. Me and my dad play baseball. Like, stop, because other kids are there in your class listening. Like, damn, he always do something with his dad. Now I don't like him because kids don't know. Like, they don't know that's a good thing.
Always around each other.
I'm
not that with my dad.
Right. And same thing with the moms. I don't see my mom like that. You know what I'm saying? A kid, like, I've been telling my son, and I haven't said it to him, but it's like, I'm thinking, like, what if a kid was like, oh, my mom took me here, and then you ain't seen your mom in 7 months. How would you feel?
Right. That would crush him.
Right. So I'm like, so that's gonna be the next thing because, you know what I'm saying, he's been listening for the most part when I tell him don't talk about your personal life. But if he keeps doing it, I'm like, bro, what if your best friend AJ was bragging to you about what he did with his mom? How would that make you feel? And I'm gonna ask him that, and they be like, probably sad. So don't talk about me. Don't brag about me. Don't brag about what you're doing with me. Don't tell people your personal business. This is not a personal moment. This is a business. This is learning. You're only here to learn. That's it. So talk about learning. Actually, talk to your teacher about the question that you want to answer, or what if I use this word problem, or what about this spelling? Like that. Talk about school. Don't talk about your personal life. Don't make this. This is not a personal thing. Right. So that's just my 2 cents on that. And it's been that's been a challenge as well, man. It's always, I feel like when you're fully involved in your children's life or your kid's life or whatever situation is, it's always a challenge. It's always something new. And just like anything else, you gotta face it. You gotta face it. Adapt and overcome. Yeah, adapt and overcome. Hey, AAO. Adapt and overcome.
For real. Adapt and overcome, because there's always going to be something. It's always going to be something.
Life is never just going to be smooth sailing. And if it is smooth sailing, it's going to be temporary as fuck. And temporary might not be a week, it might not be a month, it might be more than a year. But nothing lasts forever. Good don't last forever, bad don't last forever. That's just life. And we got to understand that's why when you have it, you got to enjoy it. Enjoy it. And when you're down, you got to fight. Enjoy, fight. Enjoy, fight.
You can look up, you can get up.
Yeah, and then when you still enjoying shit, you still gotta fight, so that way you can keep enjoying shit. That's another thing I learned.
That's right.
Right. That's so I feel like you gotta always continue to fight, man. Like, hey, I got it, nigga. Hey, back off. I got it. And then I ain't got it. Hey, I need it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you never be too comfortable, man. You know what I'm saying? I want to ask you this question, and you can talk about it however you want to talk about it. What is the greatest joy or benefit or feeling of being a dad?
Man, I don't know, just seeing my son smile. Like, that is so dope, just being able to, well, first of all, I get to wake up and see him. So every time I open my eyes, I get to see my precious baby boy, who's bigger than me. my big baby boy. I think that's one of the most precious things. I get to hug him before I go to sleep. I get to hug him when I wake up. I don't care how big he is or how big he gets. He's still going to be my baby boy. So I think that's probably like the biggest joy of seeing my son always smiling or always doing something positive, you know. And him becoming a leader now, you know, in the school and around his friends, and that's just an accomplishment. Like, man, you know, I raised you well. Like, you got to teach the next, or you know, teach people like how you've been taught.
Right.
You know, you ain't taught this way, so why are you gonna go out there and teach these people that way? So that's the biggest thing.
Right.
That's our biggest joy.
So mine is pretty much the same. As far as, you know, keeping my son happy and just seeing, you know, seeing how happy he is with just me. You know what I'm saying? Like, to where he's not just like, oh man, I'm not happy here, or, you know, like, he's completely happy here because I know my son. Like, I know him in and out. Like, I know what he likes and what pisses him off. I know what he's gonna do before he do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that.
The intuition.
Right. That positive intuition. But as far as just taking time to really get to know your child, you know what I'm saying?
That part.
Yeah, like,
part.
because your kids change and your kids grow and they develop. So they'll never be the same as they were as babies or as toddlers.
Jeez, sometimes that's the next day.
Right,
They change.
right.
They change.
I don't like this no more. Like, my son was eating Fruity Pebbles, and the next day he was like, I like Captain Crunch now. Like, nigga, you just had a whole bowl yesterday, so now I don't like it no more. You been eating this for 17 months, 17, you know what I'm saying? All right, well, whatever. All right, let's roll with it. Bro. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Just like, like,
gotta roll with it.
sheesh. Okay, all right, bro, whatever, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't like soft tacos no more. I like hard tacos. Bro, you're 7 years old. All right, bro. All right, cool, man.
That's
we'll get
what
you
you
hard
wanna do.
tacos now, man.
Make sure it's extra crispy.
Right. So it's like, you know, that joy is just being able to grow with your child as well. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times when your kids grow, you grow too. Like, you find out different things. You learn about yourself through your children. You know what I'm saying? And you learn lessons about you through your children. You learn lessons about life and parenthood. Like, you know what I'm saying? Your kids are just as big as of a teacher as you are. You know what I'm saying? They teach you patience. They teach you how to love. You know what I'm saying? And one thing I really enjoy is that I freely get to love on my son. You know what I'm saying? I kiss my son. I cuddle with my son. Like, Dad, can we cuddle? I'm like, oh my God, it's so fucking hot, bro. All right, man. Fuck. All right, let's cuddle, bro.
Even if it is 1,000 degrees.
Right, like, fuck.
Come bring your little self over
Yeah,
here.
because that's, kids need love.
They do.
You know, they need love. And my son don't get it from, even when she was around all the time, that bonding wasn't there, the cuddling wasn't there, the kisses wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? So you got to get it from somebody. So if you're not getting it from, and I don't mind it, so I shower him with love. You know what I'm saying? Cuddles, I massage him, crack his toenails, like all I'm fully on with my son. You know what I'm saying? So he knows that he knows that men can love. And then when he cries, say, let it out, nigga.
You gonna have to.
Let that shit out, nigga. It's better out than in. Like, cry. Like, you about to cry, nigga. Cry. And I say, it's like, I cry, nigga. Like, cry. Go ahead, bro. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and tell you not to cry. Cry, bro. I see it in your eyes, bro. Let it out, man. Just don't be no punk about it.
Yeah. If it hurts you, it hurts you.
Yeah.
Let it out.
If it hurt, it hurt. Yeah.
You gonna get
but like, you know what I'm
tears
saying? Right. But emotionally, because I know he's battling with everything. He ain't seen his brother in over a year.
Yeah, I know that's
almost 2.
That's what I'm
you know what I'm saying? He's seen his sister in 8 months. You know what I'm saying? I know it hurts you. So when different things happen, like we was playing baseball, and he started talking about all the other things. Like, we're playing baseball, bro. He couldn't hit the ball. He was going through a slump, what he called it. Slump. He was going through a slump because I was teaching him new fundamentals, batting fundamentals, how to move a foot, how to move your bat back, how to step forward. Like all these different things. So he was trying new techniques, and the technique he learned, it messed up what he already had. So because he was batting the wrong way. He was batting, putting his foot back like this and swinging. So you swing, you hit out of bounds.
Foul ball.
So I was like, So during that whole 2 days, he literally missed like 80 pitches in a row. 80. So he got frustrated. I'm like, all right, today ain't your day. We back tomorrow.
Yeah, eat it up.
So every day we gonna come back until you learn this new batting stance and you start hitting.
Yeah.
The third day, boom, killed it. But the second day, he was crying. And I'm like, why are you crying? It's baseball. That happens.
Yeah.
Don't beat yourself up. He's like, no, because you taught me this new thing. And I'm like, bro, so you blaming me now? And he was like, no, it's just that I'm on punishment. So you're like, you talking about stuff that ain't got nothing to do with
irrelevant.
baseball. So that's why I know you holding shit in. Like, let the shit out. And I'm like, bro, I know you sad. I know you ain't seen your mom in a while, your brother in a while. He started crying. He just started like, wow. So I'm like, I know it's more.
Something always that
it's always when you get sad about one thing, everything hits you like this is bad, and then that's bad, and that's bad, and that's yeah. So I'm like, bro, let it out. You start crying, I'm like, let it out. Let it out. I'm not about to be like, oh, you a punk. I'm not.
That kills me.
Right.
That kills me.
Now if you get hurt, like if you hit yourself or fall or hurt yourself, scrape your leg or something, now what you crying for? What you crying for, nigga? You hurt. What you gonna do with it?
Yeah.
All right, it's over. You a boy. Okay, you hurt. Okay.
Shake it off.
But emotional, inside, mentally, let that shit out, bro. Cause that's detrimental to your future.
Yeah, somebody said that could hurt you more than
That can hurt you more than anything. But a scrape on the arm, nigga, you better not cry, nigga.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Eat that up. But something that's like inside, in your heart, in your mind,
let that out.
Let that out, bro. Let's talk about that.
That's better for you.
That could be very detrimental to your growth. You know what I'm saying? But physical, nah, bro. What you crying for, homie?
Mental. Let's talk about it.
He swing the ball, the bat fly, and the ball hit him in the head. Okay, all right, nigga, get up. You want to go home? No. Then what you crying for? If you're not ready to go home because of that shit, then what you crying for?
Yeah, let's get back to it.
Yeah, I'll give you a few seconds. Let that shit simmer down, then we back at it. But yeah, that's that's a joy. A joy is just being able to just actually be a dad to your kid, to father and raise your kid. Like that is the ultimate joy, and for your kids to actually believe what you say, to actually believe in you, and to really respect what you say and how you feel, and the advice you give, like all of that. That is just
that's huge.
It feels good, and then for you to say something and your kid not say, well, my mama don't say that, well, my mama don't like that will piss me. My son don't do that shit.
Yeah, he did that at first.
Yeah,
but then,
that shit will probably kill me.
Man, that I was like, man, F. Mama,
what you say,
nigga?
Right,
yeah. Here you with me right now.
Yeah.
Let's go. This is what I said. So if I said it, get it done.
Right, exactly. And that's that sternness, especially boys, man. Boys need that sternness, that bro, I'm not playing with you.
Yeah.
And them believe like, okay, you a whole man. My mom is a woman. Not discrediting my mom, but you a whole man. So I know if you say something, you could probably beat my, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you know.
Like you gonna put hands on me.
Yeah.
You're putting hands on me and mom's putting hands on me.
Yeah. Even if I am 16 or 17 now,
it don't matter.
You still a grown man, and I probably should listen to you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like, I may be feeling myself, but you still dad.
Yeah, exactly. And that's you know, that's important, man, for kids.
For real.
And I feel like I'd rather you fear me, you know what I'm saying, and learn from me, because you'll listen to me. So that way when other people do that shit, you already know not to act out. You already know not to do that shit. And when other people act out, you know how to handle your business without saying much.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Move in silence. If a nigga talk shit and he get in your face, nothing to talk about.
Yeah, you already know what time it is.
Nothing to talk about. He broke all the silent rules.
Yeah.
You handle your business. He was
in your face.
How was you in my face? How did I hit you if you wasn't in my face?
Right. You crossed my comfort zone.
I fear for my life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
like, use that one.
Yeah, I fear.
That's been used a whole lot.
Yeah, white people use it all the time. No, I'm not making it a racial thing.
But
white people use that shit all the time. I threatened my life. I shot him because I thought he was gonna hurt. I didn't know what he was gonna do. He's not my friend. I don't know him.
I don't know him.
So yeah. But yeah, so that's big, man. All right, this last question, I believe we're on the last question, bro. We've been rocking. What time we get here?
We was here about one
something. Damn.
Yeah,
we got some foot. Okay, this is the last one, bro.
Sure.
All right. Are there any questions? I'm sorry. Is there any advice that you want to give fathers out there and or moms, both, kids, that you want to give viewers about life, parenting, being a child, co-parenting, advice you want to give them to be in their children's life or whatever. Any advice you want to give them, you can give you can give multiple advices.
Yeah, first of all, I just want to say to everybody, take everything one day at a time, and in that day that you are blessed to see, give it your full, give it your all, put your everything into it. It may not be the best day, but it's your best effort, if that makes any sense at all. To the parents out there, you guys are very key to the eyeballs that are watching you. So male or female, your kids are always, like Leon said earlier in the footage, it's sponges. They're soaking up everything. They're watching how you guys interact together. They're watching what you guys do. They're watching how you guys, deal with adversity. They're watching how you guys deal with happiness. Like, they're trying to figure out themselves through you. So make sure you love them up as much as possible. Don't put them down, and encourage everything that they're trying to do. So you're going to be a better person loving your child. And I just say always love your child, because, man, it's a blessing. No matter what, I wouldn't give up being a father for nothing. For nothing.
Same here, bro. Anything else?
Nope. Love you, son.
As for me, it's hard for me sometimes because I do so many different ones. I gotta give different
different
answers.
Advice. Go ahead.
I feel like life every week is something new. So
right.
What I would like to say is, the advice I want to give is be involved, man.
Right.
Just try. Honestly, sometimes it doesn't take much effort, bro. Just be consistent and do something different. Try a different way. Try a different avenue. Try something different. If what you tried yesterday ain't work, try something new today. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, the ultimate goal is to try your best to co-parent. I might not have the best co-parenting relationship, but you can't co-parent with everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And co-parenting is it's two. It's not just one parent doing good and the other one, not doing bad. That's not co-parenting. That's trying to co-parent. To co-parent, it takes two civil parents, two smart and two parents who are willing to do what's best for their kid. If both parents are not trying to co-parent, you're not going to co-parent, no matter how hard you try. But at the same time, if you got to take an L for you to take a W for your kid, then that's what you got to do. Because it's not all about you. It's not all about you. I've taken plenty of L's for my son. I've taken plenty. I've taken L's upon L's for my son. I've swallowed my pride plenty of times for my son. And it's because it's for my son. Like, my son didn't say, you know what, Dad, can you create me? No. I did that shit. And even if it wasn't planned, even though I didn't do that shit on purpose, but I'm glad it happened. I'm glad he's here.
Right.
Because he changed my life.
Right.
On every level. He changed my life on every level. So I'm glad, because had I not tried, I would have no custody right now. But instead, I tried, and I got primary custody, basically full custody of my son now. You know what I'm saying? Because I tried. I wasn't able to see him in the beginning, so I took her to court.
Yep.
Then I got 50-50. Kept going to court. Now I got primary. She tried to get what you call it on me. She tried to get what you call that shit?
CPS?
No. She tried that too.
Wow.
We both tried that though. To be honest, we both have called CPS on each other.
Yeah, I know those games.
And our early petty games.
That's what I'm saying. I know them games.
Yeah, we both have.
Fresh out.
We being honest.
That's what I'm saying. I was 18, 19.
Yeah.
I had my son coming out of high school.
Yep. I done called CPS on her. She done called on me. We played those games. I admit that shit. I'm pretty sure she would too. But ultimately, had I not tried, and a lot of men, you already got in your head, it's not gonna happen because the system don't like dads. Nah, that's not true. The system won't. They want to see us in there. It's just that if you go in there, your pants sagging, and you come in there and present yourself like it's not in the kid's best interest, then yeah, you're gonna get shunned away. And they were like, yeah, we're not fucking with this dad.
That's not what dad's supposed to do.
Yeah, it look like
show up and show out.
You gotta understand, judges are humans too. They see hundreds and hundreds of cases every week. Every week is at least 100 cases that they see every week.
Probably some of the same cases.
It's very hard for them to say, okay, that's a good dad, that's a good mom. Because anybody can go in there, hey, Your Honor, she did this. Hey, Your Honor, he did that. Your Honor. So it's like they have to go by the facts. They got to go by receipts. They got to go by who are you, what you do for a living. They have to account all that.
Everything.
All that is they don't know you as a person. They don't know they don't go out and have lunch with us. So what you have to do is get your life together.
Right.
Get you together. Make sure you look good on paper, because on paper is all they know you by. They read the paper, look at you to see if it matches what they see on paper. Nah, this don't match. He's a what? Nah, I don't see that shit.
Yep.
Nah.
People
to the mom.
Numbers and
she's what? Nah, they don't see that shit. Yep. To the dad. All they can go by, and neither one of y'all look like what you say you are, is going to the mom.
Yeah.
If neither one of y'all is fit, is going to the mom or to the system. So yes, they do want to see dads in there. They do want to see fighting dads. They want to see dads, black dads, white, whatever your ethnicity is not an ethnicity thing. It's not. It's that we as black people, niggas, we gotta stop being niggas. We gotta stop being niggas when it's time to raise our kids and time to fight for our kids. We can't be niggas.
Right.
We cannot. We have to be black men and black women.
Right. Invest that $200 instead of them J's.
Right.
Put that to your kids' college tuition.
Right. Nigga, like we want to go to court and then say we want to be in our kid's life, and then the mom say he ain't did nothing. He ain't bought him no Pampers. He ain't did nothing. So how you gonna sit there and say you want to be in your kid's life and you haven't even done the bare minimum? You've done nothing. You've done nothing but say I want to see my kid, and you expect to see your kid.
Words is cool, but actions is everything.
If you're gonna fight for your kid, if you want to be in your kid's life, fight for your kid. Do shit. Provide for your kid without her even having a chance to say no. Because a lot of the bad moms, not all moms, but a lot of the bad moms, they don't want you to do shit. Because if you do something, that means that there's a possibility that you're gonna take some of their custody away. Yep. I'm talking about the moms who are all about themselves, not the good moms. The good moms want you to do something, so do something,
Definitely,
bro.
Definitely. Be involved.
Be involved, bro. Be involved. So even if you feel your kid's mom don't want you to be involved anyway.
Be involved.
Pull up. Get receipts. Officer, I'm going to see my kid. I want to see my kid. I'm going to the house. Can you assist me, please? I don't want her to call the. I don't want her to call you on me. So I want you to come with me there. Meet me there. I want to see my kid. I want to drop off these Pampers to my kid. I want to do this for my kid. I'm dropping off this money for my kid. All right, I wouldn't even do money personally. I'm just saying that's what you want to do.
Yeah,
I'm not going to tell you no, but I personally would invest and buy whatever your kid needs and drop it off.
Right.
And if you know she like to call police on you, then you call the police and you go there and drop it off and keep the receipt. Take it to court. Build up what you need to build up. So that way the court can take you serious. Because if the court can't take you serious, it means it's something that you're not doing right. That's my advice, man. With love, man, I want to see all y'all happy. I want to see kids and have healthy relationships with both of their parents, the mom and the dad. I love to see co-parenting. I love to see all that, man. I want the best that we can do for the world, and that starts with dads, man. Dads. Even if the mom isn't a good mom, most moms are there, bro.
Yeah. Dads, we gotta step up.
Dads, we gotta step up, bro. We gotta step up, man. A lot of dads should have custody and don't. It's our time. It's our time, bro. It's our time. Alright? Let's spread love, man. Daddies Unite. Leon Ross.
Ted Positive Vibe.
Hey, y'all have a blessed one.
Hey guys, thanks for watching the end.
Yo, what's good, y'all? We the Ross Boys. I'm Leon Ross.
And I'm Lorenzo Ross.
I want to make sure y'all know about our business, our movement, our nonprofit, Daddies Unite. www.daddiesuniteworldwide.com. Let them know what we got, Zoe.
We got backpack, shirts, hoodies.
And we got jackets, fanny packs, socks, whatever you need, we got it. Oh, and we got mugs. If you want to sip your tea in the morning, your coffee, whatever. Check us out right now. Join the movement. Bless.